Welcome. This is Michelle Fontana. I am Director of Marketing and Development here at St. Ignatius Martyr Catholic Church, and I'm here today with Richard Tucker, who many of you know. Richard is on our staff, and he is in diaconate formations. So welcome, Richard.
Thank you.
First question for you: when did you first feel God's tug, God's calling for you to go into formation?
I think God's been calling me a long time. When I was a kid, my parents didn't go to church, and so we never went to church. But they gave me a children's Bible, and I read that from cover to cover. And I also had a subscription to National Geographic. And so I used to see, the Hindus in the Ganges River that were bathing, and I used to see the prayer wheels on the mountains in Nepal, and I used to see the Shinto shrines in Japan, and of course on Sundays I would hear the church bells go. And I always wondered, what am I missing? And so my entire life, really, I've been searching for Christ. I went through RCIA in 2007, and then in 2014, I was sitting in a church in Marble Falls, and I saw the deacon giving the homilies, doing everything that deacons do, and I heard this voice in my heart saying, you could do that. And so that's when I started thinking about the diaconate.
And then how did you respond after you heard that calling? How did you follow through?
Well, after that, I talked to my wife and my pastor and quite a few people, to see if I was crazy or not. And they all supported me. And so I started going to Project Stephen, which is a monthly project that they have at the diocese, where you get to meet with deacons and deacon wives and deacon families, because the permanent deacon is the only clergy in the church that actually is married and has a family. So that was very, very enlightening to learn what it was about for the diaconate. And so I went ahead and applied, put in the application, and was accepted, and have been in formation ever since.
Wow, that's amazing. In information, you are now in year 5 of 7.
Mm-hmm.
What have you found to be one of the most joyful parts of your formation?
I think the best part of formation is that we are able to go ahead and start doing a lot of things that deacons do. We don't have to wait to be ordained to do a lot of things. And so we've been helping, on the altar, working with the priests, working with the homeless, doing a lot of social justice. We spent 2 nights on the streets with the homeless, and that was very enlightening. It's been a wonderful, amazing journey, and I have loved every minute of it and been very blessed.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Lastly, what can we do as fellow parishioners and lay people to support you in your formation?
Prayers and patience. As a newly formed acolyte now, and as I'm moving toward my diaconate, and as I'm doing more and more, I'm going to make more and more mistakes. And so I appreciate your patience as I make these mistakes and as I learn from them. And I would really appreciate your prayers. Just pray for me, pray for us, pray for my deacon brothers who are also in formation. There's 16 of us. Please keep us in your prayers.
All right. Thank you so much, Richard, and God bless.